Have you ever been completely destroyed by the kindest person you've ever known? They never raised their voice, never screamed at you. They just smiled gently, showed they cared, and little by little took everything that mattered from you. And the worst part, even after you finally walked away, you still felt guilty for leaving them. Stay with me, because in this video, we're going to talk about something many of us don't want to admit. Why the nicest people in your life can sometimes be the most dangerous manipulators. By the end of this video, you might never see the word nice the same way again. Let's be honest with each other for a moment. We've all grown up believing that the dangerous ones are the loud, angry, aggressive people. The ones who shout and threaten those are easy to spot, easy to run from. But what about the sweet ones? The ones who softly say, "I'm just worried about you, dear." The ones who cry quietly when you try to set a simple boundary. The ones who remember your favorite coffee order and the painful stories from your childhood. Those are the ones who can slowly ruin your life without you ever noticing it happening. Because their weapon isn't anger or force. It's your own guilt. Nice manipulators don't hide in the dark. They stand right in front of you, wrapped in warmth, kindness, and what looks like genuine care. They're the friend who always checks in on you, the partner who says they only want what's best for you, the family member who seems to sacrifice everything for your happiness. But here's the twist that very few people talk about. Their kindness is often calculated. They give just enough affection, just enough attention to make you feel like you owe them something. Every warm smile, every small favor, every late-night conversation where they listen so patiently, it all slowly builds an invisible chain around your heart. And the most painful part? You wanted that kindness. You asked for it. You felt truly grateful for it, until the day you try to walk away and suddenly realize the chain was never really love. It was control all along. Most regular manipulators use fear to control you, but nice manipulators, they use something much more powerful, guilt. They don't say, "Do this or I'll hurt you." Instead, they softly say things like, "After everything I've done for you, this is how you treat me now?" They turn your own conscience into a weapon against you. I once knew a woman named Sarah. Her boyfriend never got angry, never yelled. He would just look at her with deep disappointment in his eyes. When she wanted to go out with her friends, he'd say, in that gentle voice, "It's okay. I'll just stay home alone, like I always do." No argument, no shouting, just that quiet, heavy guilt. And every single time, Sarah ended up canceling her plans. Within a year, she had almost no friends left. Only him. And somehow she still thanked him for loving her so much. When a mean person gives you the silent treatment, you know it's abuse. But when a nice person suddenly goes quiet, it feels like you've done something terrible, like you've broken their heart. They don't scream, they simply disappear emotionally. They become polite, but cold and distant. And your mind goes into complete panic because they've trained you to believe that their withdrawal means you're a bad person. You start thinking, what did I do wrong? How can I fix this? What can I do to make them smile at me again? That's not love. That's emotional hostage taking. Nice manipulators are experts at the emotional roller coaster. At the beginning, they drown you in affection. Good morning texts every day, sweet compliments, thoughtful little gifts, deep conversations at 3 a.m. that make you feel truly seen. You think you finally found the one? Then, slowly, that warmth starts to fade away. But by then, you're already addicted to the old version of them. You chase that warmth, you try so hard to get it back, and here's the cruel part. They make you believe the cold version is your fault. "You've changed," they whisper with those sad, hurt eyes. No, you didn't change. You simply stopped being as useful to them as before. The most dangerous, nice manipulators always play the victim. They tell you how badly life has treated them, how people have hurt them before, how everyone eventually leaves them. And now you're starting to do the same. This is psychological judo. They use their weakness as a form of power. After all, who can argue with or leave someone who already seems so broken? In the end, you find yourself protecting the very person who is destroying you. You end up comforting your own prison guard. This is where things get really dark. From the time we were children, our brains were wired to trust people who seem nice and friendly. Evolution taught us that a warm smile usually means safety, but manipulators know exactly how to hijack that system. They mirror your values, your sense of humor, your pain, and your dreams. They become like an emotional twin, and once your brain decides this person is safe, your ability to see red flags almost completely shuts down. You start ignoring warnings from friends and family. You defend them because admitting they're manipulating you would mean admitting you've been fooled. And for most of us, our ego would rather stay in pain than admit we were wrong. Unlike loud manipulators who destroy relationships quickly and obviously, nice manipulators do it slowly over many years. They don't take everything at once. They take small pieces, day after day. Your confidence, your free time, your relationships with other people, even your sense of who you really are. By the time you notice something is wrong, you already feel hollow inside. And the scariest truth? Some people never notice at all. They stay for decades telling themselves, they're a good person, I'm just too sensitive. They slowly die emotionally while still smiling on the outside. So how do you protect yourself from someone who never seems to attack directly? Here are 3 things you need to remember. First, stop listening only to their nice words. Watch carefully what they do when they don't get what they want. Look for the punishment hidden behind sadness or disappointment. Second, notice whether your life becomes smaller after spending time with them. Truly good people make your world feel bigger and brighter. Manipulators quietly make it smaller and darker. Third, trust what your body is telling you, not just their words. If you constantly feel anxious, guilty, and emotionally exhausted around them, that's not love, that's danger. The moment you feel like you owe them your entire soul, it's time to run. Nice people don't always manipulate because they are evil. They manipulate because it works so well. Society taught us that kindness equals goodness. But that's not always true. Kindness is just behavior. Goodness is consistent character. And those 2 things are not the same. So the next time someone says, I'm only doing this because I care about you, remember everything we've talked about today. Because the most dangerous prison isn't made of iron bars and locks. It's made of soft words, gentle touches, warm smiles, and the constant fear of disappointing someone who says they love you. The nicest person in your life might be slowly killing you inside. And the most terrifying part? You might still love them for it. If this video touched something deep inside you, please give it a like. Share it with someone who needs to hear this. And comment, I see it down below, because once you truly see it, you can never unsee it. Thank you for watching. Protect your heart and your mind. I'll see you in the next one.